As we all know, recreation on the shores of reservoirs has always attracted people, especially in the summer months. The best thing is that everyone can find something to do here, whether it's just basking in the sun or playing active games, fishing, or chatting with friends. In this episode, you'll witness the most memorable moments that happened on the beach and were captured on camera. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so as to not miss even more interesting episodes. If it's all about how to get ocean energy, then her method is not very convincing. I wonder whose photos and videos will get more like. I have a suspicion that the girl may lose this battle. One can only envy the wonderful mood of this couple and enjoy their hot dances. This unusual pier is located in China. Many couples arrange romantic dates here. The hammerhead shark rarely attacks people, however, one does not want to become an exception to the rule, so their behavior is quite justified. Have you seen a rally in the sand? Now you have. For true masters of drivers, there are no impossible routes, and even loose sand becomes an arena for demonstrating their skills. This unusual celestial phenomenon did not leave anyone indifferent. The visitors, as well as the locals, picked up their phones to capture something unique in the sky. Despite her young age, the baby already knows how to take the best out of life. Her baguette has definitely become oversalted and less crispy. The seagulls gave her the opportunity to feel like she was in a fairy tale where she was their owner. Do not think that powerful military vehicles are designed only for land operations. As you can see, they are also able to maneuver easily in the aquatic environment, demonstrating their amphibious capabilities and versatility. A relaxing holiday on the beach suddenly turned into a real adventure when two sea robbers came ashore. They made a lot of noise on the beach. You may witness a lot of things if you decide to rest by the water. It's not a mistake, you can even witness military exercises involving large equipment. This little bear cub, clearly lost in the forest, suddenly found itself on the beach. As you can see, only its presence was enough to clear the territory from people who wanted to relax under the sun. What practical benefits does your dog have?
Maple! No!
Dance as if no one's looking at you. In any company, there will be someone who does not just want to sunbathe, but craves an active pastime. The situation when a huge ship suddenly ran aground in front of the public became a real spectacle. The audience was shocked with surprise and witnessed an unusual incident that will be remembered by everyone who saw it. We all know that everyone has their own vibe in life. To be honest, I clearly understand what this young man is getting from life. Unfortunately, it is not uncommon for marine animals to be washed ashore. Let's hope that this kid will be helped to find their way back home. It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible. Who would have thought that fishing could be done even on land?
两头你看，还没有看见，冬天你看还能两只出来，太帅了。
Kangaroos also love refreshing bathing in seawater, bringing joy to everyone around them. This is a scene from a Hollywood blockbuster. This snow-white car towing a vessel right across the water surface. I have to say that the sight of such unusual acrobatics on the water is really fantastic. While for some people, water activities bring real pleasure, others experience incredible stress. Who would have guessed that this car would be the only contender for the title of Best in a Unique Long-Distance Swim? Watching it swim was very spectacular. It looks like the car has decided to test its limits by venturing on a daring adventure along the water's surface. The experimental race became a real test of strength, demonstrating that sometimes vehicles can surprise with their unique capabilities. Bioluminescent water sparkling under the moonlight is something that is simply impossible to forget. Once you've experienced such magic and touched it personally, you will find that you are passionate about the process of enjoyment to the limit. Even though the tentacles of an octopus are not completely independent, they may well make some independent decisions due to the presence of brain cells. There are about 40 million receptors in each of them, which the creature uses for touch and to determine the concentration of chemical compounds. A storm collar can be a harbinger of an impending thunderstorm or a strong storm. This unusual meteorological phenomenon is usually accompanied by increased wind and rapid weather changes. Cape Cross Forest Reserve is a unique nature reserve located on the west coast of Africa. Charming seals love to sunbathe, play, and swim here, creating a unique atmosphere for visitors. What could be better than a dip in the refreshing ocean after sunbathing? Each beach is beautiful in its own way. This one fascinates with its relief and shapes. I am very sorry for the person who responded to the advertising of the sale of this car. Who said that a real artist can create true masterpieces only on canvases? Sand is no less suitable for such purposes. That's interesting. How long had he been honing his skills to do this job so expertly? What do you think, friends? You shouldn't joke with such waves. After all, no matter how much fun you want, you must remember that safety is the most important thing. The girl wanted to do gymnastic exercises on the beach to pump her body, but today was clearly not her day. We must pay tribute to him. This is a real talent, and he can think about changing his profession. The most unpleasant thing about such a powerful natural shower is the likelihood of falling on an uneven rock surface. The main thing is not to show the ball on the top to the child. Visitors to this beach unwittingly witnessed an aviation show with one participant. Not all people have the opportunity and time to travel and go to the sea. Fortunately, there are many alternatives in the modern world. The rest of the beach was suddenly interrupted when the tide began to quickly capture the sandy area. Vacationers who suddenly found themselves in the water had to look for a safer and drier area in a hurry. Usually the sight of such large predatory fish near the shore inspires fear in vacationers, but this time was an exception. Killer whales swimming gracefully near the beach caused not awe, but delight and curiosity among the public. Strong tides on the coast require special attention. They can quickly change a calm environment on the beach into a dangerous situation. Therefore, you should be on your guard and carefully monitor changes in the water to avoid trouble. The movies have greatly exaggerated the danger of quicksand. In fact, sometimes they are more of a fun attraction than a deadly trap. No matter what picturesque views surround this place, watching seals in their natural habitat is much more exciting. It is fair to say that the blue dragon is deadly beautiful. Touching it can easily sting, which can cause nausea, pain, vomiting, and acute allergic contact dermatitis. Who said that you definitely need a boat to travel by water? A little ingenuity, an old car, and a couple of boats, and you have an original swimming device. Do not be surprised at the funny sight when small birds seem to compete with the surf. Chasing waves is not only survival, but also a favorite hobby of these creatures, adding charm to their coastal trips. She may be in great shape, but she has clearly forgotten that everything has its time and place. For many, this is the best vacation imaginable. A double rainbow is a rare and beautiful phenomenon that occurs when light is refracted and reflected twice in raindrops, creating an additional arc above the main one. Against the background of the sea, it delights even more. Hermit crabs are extraordinary creatures that are born without a shell and at the same time are forced to look for shells of various mollusks to protect their lives from enemies. Researchers believe that the Sea of Azov is the best place for jellyfish. It is shallow, warms up quickly, and is quite salty, so every year their number here is constantly growing. Well, that's it. Now I know that my dream place looks exactly like this. Who wants to go there too? When planning a vacation on the islands, it is worth considering the local fauna, including large birds. These imposing creatures can unexpectedly disrupt your privacy, adding adventure to an idyllic island vacation. The weather that day was clearly not favorable. Even though this is a rather dangerous natural phenomenon, it is still very attractive for its own originality. If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it. The water was as clear as a true crystal, allowing one to look into its mysterious depths. Such transparency attracts people to spend hours watching the underwater world, which is usually hidden from prying eyes. When the sea suddenly envelops everything with its foam, as if reminding us of unbridled power, it can be a sign of nature itself. I just wonder what it wanted to tell us. How lazy or overconfident do you have to be to risk your car like that? What a beautiful combination of snow white salt crystals and the azure color of seawater. What a truly magical moment. It's only been a few minutes and they've already figured out what to do and where to run. Everyone has an acquaintance or a friend who spoils the mood and is very annoying with all his ideas. Do you know that you can order swimming trunks on Amazon that dissolve in water? However, this man did not appreciate such an original gift from his wife. Many people dream of flying in a hot air balloon, soaring above the ground with the breeze of freedom. But when the balloon drops so low that it touches the surface of the water, the moment turns into an unforeseen adventure. From a peaceful source to a great bubbling, such a tiny thing suddenly fills with power and turns into a powerful river. This is the ability of nature to instant and radical transformations. The young man in front of us demonstrates real skill that makes you hold your breath. His every movement is honed and confident. It looks really cool, doesn't it? In a matter of moments, the water flooded everything around, leaving no chance to get saved. Now this area is under its control. It's fun only until he suddenly and abruptly needs to escape from here. For many young people, going to the beach is an extra reason to get together and record another video for TikTok. I wonder if it is possible to order his services for a romantic date. Fireworks on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro is one of the most famous and colorful shows in the world. Meeting the new year here will bring unforgettable impressions. It was definitely worth a try, but this guy couldn't beat gravity. The Chinese are famous for their love of photography, especially if something impresses them. This ball of wool feels the gusts of wind like no other. Given the peculiarities of the beach, it is unlikely that anyone will be able to splash on the shore and not get bruises at the same time. This shot is the result not only of the girl's physical fitness, but also of the sense of style and movement. Sports exercises against the background of the aircraft that appeared added dynamics and uniqueness to their video. The dog, faced with a marine inhabitant, decided to avoid such a potential friendship while missing the chance for an unusual adventure. After all, their communication could be a very entertaining and fun experience for both of them. Water delivery can look like a scene from an adventure movie. For a customer, it is always a pleasure to receive goods in such an exotic manner, but the courier has a hard time overcoming exciting water obstacles.
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
Today, these guys definitely win. The beach is filled with a lively crowd of charming girls in swimsuits who share the joy and sunny mood of this day. The celebration of beauty and youth is taking place here. I can't even imagine why my vision is blurred now, but the phenomenon in front of us clearly has some mystical origin. Dolphins love to accompany yachts and other watercraft, jumping over the waves and showing their grace. The summer heat forces people to look for places to relax near cities, so water parks with pools and artificial waves are becoming more popular. At the sight of a bioluminescent glow, it is impossible to resist and not touch it. Apparently, hunger did not allow the girls to be guided by common sense. It is sad that they also lost their lunch, and the ocean received another portion of plastic. In pursuit of likes, they wanted to repeat the famous scene from Dirty Dancing, but something went wrong. Influencers are well aware that content needs to be created, so they are always ready to do what they love. Surely this video has gained more views than the one she shot. Someone less fortunate would definitely immediately fail and lose a sneaker. This place is located in Belize. The service here is at the highest level, and the waiters deserve generous tips. Seafoam, especially in such quantities, is a very rare phenomenon. The contrast of seafoam and sand makes this place even more popular for creating amazing pictures. Introverts may not like it here, but for those who love the sea, new acquaintances, parties, and socializing with friends and like-minded people, this is the perfect place. A love of hiking could help the car owner avoid such a deplorable situation. There is no doubt that this Toyota is a good, powerful car, but is it worth using it like this? There is no real need to go directly to the beach. The owner of this car will have a very unpleasant surprise when he returns. It's a shame when you're ready to be the star of a party, but everything goes awry. On the beach, you can watch small sanderlings for hours, playfully running from the waves and tirelessly looking for food. When the boat is controlled by two cheerful girlfriends, surprises and troubles have to be expected. As you can see, their fun in the waters ended with a massive swim. Enjoying every moment is his motto. Jumping into the sea with a trophy in your hands is not just a spontaneous act, but a desire to have a life full of vivid emotions and unexpected twists. After returning to the tent after a fun swim, the owners may be surprised by the disappearance of some things. And you know what? It's better not to argue with such a guest, because it is clearly not one of those from whom anything can be taken away without consequences. Sometimes it's just impossible to find a logical explanation for some things, no matter how hard you try. This case on the beach is no exception.
If you want to switch to something else, don't be hurry. Something truly interesting is just about to begin.
When he got bored of going to the gym, he realized that he could find a more original approach to physical activity. Anyway, outdoor sports are always a great idea. In Australia, wildlife is treated with special awe and respect on Christmas Island. During the migration period, all conditions have been created here for crabs, and last year, even a special bridge was built. Tell me honestly, do you also have moments when you really want to be in their place? Exciting activity that allows one to enjoy outdoor activities and the beauty of nature away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Its advantage is that it does not require any special training. All you need is a desire. On the beach, not everyone is looking for a vacation. While most enjoy the sun and the sea, some improve their professional skills and do it in heels. A vacation by the sea can turn into an amazing meeting because the most fantastic creatures are hidden in its depths. Who knows who you'll meet next time? The girl, in an effort to demonstrate her charm to the camera, did not take into account the features of nature. Such a powerful wave broke out of the depths of the sea and brazenly knocked her down. Young people really can't live without their electronic assistants right now. In the park, in a cafe, on a walk, and even during water adventures, everywhere their attention is focused on the screens of gadgets that have become a constant companion of the modern generation. If it seems to you that there is not enough one player for a great game of volleyball, do not despair. Your four-legged friend can become the star of the match. Just give it a chance to show its abilities on the stage. From afar, you may not notice this transparent inhabitant of the sea, but for some reason, there is no desire to be next to it in the water.
Before watching similar videos, it would be great to buy some sedative pills. One needs nerves of steel here.
Most likely, at least one of them will never want to try these water rides again. It is a real sin not to take a selfie with such a turtle. It's nice to see how caring the boy is about it. Cats prefer to stay away from water, while dogs are often delighted with it. Just look at how sincerely this dog enjoys the waves.
Don't forget to share the most impressive moment of this episode in the comments below. See you soon.